as stations go, this one is pretty cool. I am on my way to the most remote train station in the UK. I'm starting off here in Bath. I'm going to go up to London first and then get on quite an exciting train. I have arrived at London Euston and now to find a type of train I've never been on before. Here it is a sleeper train. That's right, there is a bed in there and we've got a 12-hour journey. I am on the Caledonian Sleeper train. That's how I'm getting to the most remote train station in the UK. If I'm honest, about 2 weeks ago, I didn't even know that sleeper trains existed, so I'm pretty excited to see the experience of what it's like going on one. We've got a little cabin, which I'll show you in a minute. I'm sharing it with Eve, who's filming this video, and I thought I'd give you a little tour of the train and what's here as we go on this adventure. I'll admit, my first impression when I got on the train is it's very, very tight everywhere. This is sort of a very tight corridor which leads up to our room. Bear in mind there's two of us. This is our room. Unfortunately, we didn't pack a ultra wide angle lens, but it's quite small. We've got two bunks. We've got a top bunk and a bottom bunk. I'm on the top bunk and Eve is on the bottom bunk, and got quite a lot of little things going on here. So why don't you come in and I will show you in detail everything that is in the room. First thing I'm going to do is take off my boots. What's quite cool is that everything under the bed is storage. So we've got a bunch of our bags and accessories down there right now to make a little bit more room. There are some hangers. So we've got our coats hung up here. And then we've got all sorts of little gadgets. We have a control panel. It's got a little bedside lamp on it. We have the thermostat to control how hot and how cold the room is. We've also got the main light switch. And once you turn it off, it's actually pretty dark in here. Can't really see a thing apart from the glow in the dark emergency exit sign. You can actually dim this light. So if you want to go a little bit mood lighting, you can. That's everything on that. We've got a little cubby hole here for your phone and your little complimentary bottle of water you receive on arrival. On the bed when we arrived was this little cute sleeping kit. You get some earplugs. It is quite noisy. Obviously this is a moving train. Eye mask. Don't think that's necessarily needed. It is pretty dark in here, although you might want to sleep with the window shade open and get a sunrise to wake you up, something like that. Then again, you wouldn't be wearing an eye mask if you want that. And a little bar of soap. On the other side of the suite, we have the window with a blind. We have a little window light, which I guess is also a little bit of a vanity light as the mirror and the sink is here. We obviously have the sink with a water. It is not drinking water though. I need to figure out where I can get drinking water later on. And a cute little bar of soap. Also here we have a retractable table, which is so that you can eat your in-room food. You can order breakfast and dinner on here and it'll be delivered to your room. Also a large assortment of drinks. More drinks than breakfast and dinner put together. So a lot of drinks there. Put that away for now. A little bit catchy on the fingers. And then we have a little hand towel down here and a bin. The decor in here is pretty inoffensive. It's got a little bit of a hint of Scottish to it. We've got a tartany floor and some sort of tweed looking wallpaper. I guess that's the colour of a Highland cow, so that makes it a little bit Scottish. Let's move upstairs. The upstairs of the suite is a little bit lacking in headroom, but I guess we can excuse that as it is basically just a bed. It has the same amenities as the downstairs bunk, lights, charging facilities, little area to store your phone and the complimentary water. All tucked up in bed, nice and cozy. I was a little bit worried that the sort of shaking of the train would make me feel a little bit sick, like seasickness, but it hasn't so far. I'm feeling all right. I'm gonna set my alarm to wake up just before sunrise, so hopefully you can see some cool light coming over the Highlands, and when we're up in the morning we'll be at our destination, which is Corrour, the most remote and the highest train station in the UK. Looking forward to checking it out. Good morning. I've just been woken up by breakfast being delivered to the room. Pretty excited about that. Gonna see what we've got in a minute. I slept about 5 hours last night, which for me is actually not too bad at all. So I'm pretty happy. Gonna get up, get ready for the day and have some breakfast. Okay, for breakfast I have got a coffee that came in a coffee bag, I guess, and then I have got a sausage sandwich, I believe. He did say that it was meant to be a sausage bap, but they didn't have any bap, so he said he's giving me extra sausages. So look at that, proper sandwich. It's still warm. Time to chuck in. Oh my god, what is that? I just took the bread off, look inside, and I'll be honest, that's not what I expected a sausage to look like.
Good God. We're going to eat that.
Add some ketchup, I'm sure it'll taste alright. Time to try the weird shaped sausage meat thing. Just bread. Take some crustage off. Judge me, go on. Very pink. Just tastes like a really tough sausage. It's a pretty cool view to wake up to. The nice inspector man just told us exactly which door we need to get up at our station on. I was worried about having to walk all the way down the train with all our bags and things, but don't have to worry. Middle of nowhere. The train has dropped us off. We are officially at Corrour. And here we are at the most remote train station in the UK, Corrour. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. It is over 15 miles away from any public roads or anything like that. It's in the absolute middle of nowhere in Scotland. Took us about 13 hours to get here. You might recognise this station and the mountain behind me from the 1990s film Trainspotting.
It's a great outdoors!
Ewan McGregor's walked here. Thinking about it, it's weird that there is a station here in the middle of nowhere with nothing around it. And the reason for that is when the railway line asked the landowner if they could build a track through his land, he said yes, but they had to build a train station in return. It's one of the highest mainline railway stations in the UK because it is 411 metres above sea level. The train station was built in 1893 to 1894 in the Kuru estate, which is just around this Loch Ossian area. Across from the platform is the station house. It's a restaurant, cafe and gift shop, and in the summer months a great place to eat. Unfortunately in winter it is shut, so you can't really access it. It is also known as one of the highest restaurants in the UK. Because of how far away this place is from any roads, I really did not expect to see any cars. I've just seen one on train tracks. I did not know that was a thing. I've never seen it before, apart from on Top Gear. Pretty weird. I'm gonna wait and see if he drives off in a minute. Drives off, pulls away. No idea. We'll see. I spend a lot of time on trains, and as stations go, this one is pretty cool. Sure, there's no shops and arcades and stuff around it, but you could easily spend a day just exploring the landscape and taking in all the incredible views. I'm actually going to be spending 2 days here, and in our next video you'll see what I'm going to be getting up to.